Thank you, Mr. Crenshaw. Good afternoon or midday to Mr. Patton, to this distinguished council. I'm here as one that's
State your name and address.
Frank James Matthews III, have you heard? Not a nerd. And I'm here to declare my purpose. My purpose is to get rid of Lieutenant Colonel John Pelham's monument over in the heart of our city that was put there by the Pelham Daughters of the Confederate back in 1905. How long? Too long. 110 years. And I dare some. The old George Wallace story talks about when the war was over, the Confederate war was over, and there was one they thought rebel left in the mountains. And they sent a battalion up to get him, and they came running back down. The captain said, a whole battalion can't take one rebel? They sent some more up there, and they came running down. And the captain said, what's wrong? A whole battalion, everybody. They said, Captain, it ain't one of them, it's two of them. So I hope you don't let two of them stop what needs to happen in the city. Don't let two of them stop saying their heritage. I dare anyone be glad of a Nazi heritage. I dare anyone be glad of a Osama bin Laden heritage. And I'll be doggone if anybody be happy of a United States of the Confederacy of America's heritage that killed children. And this general, this colonel, he was notorious for taking his horse and running over black kids. He was notorious for situating his cannons where he could get the maximum effect in killing people. We be like Memphis, I hope, Mr. Mayor. When you get back from seeing tell him, Mr. Patton, when he get back from seeing the poke, tell him to take a poke at this monument. Tell him to take a stab at this monument. Tell him, yes, he told the governor to stand up and get an ovation for taking down the flag. Well, Mayor, you need to stand up and take down this monument. I don't know what the purpose is going to take, but I'm prepared through referendum and initiative. Ain't going to let nothing stop us, turn us around. When I came to this city in 1989, I didn't know our history of the 54th Massachusetts, that 80% of them lost their lives trying to take that fort there in South Carolina. And every time I go to that monument, I see these swords and I see these guns. They might don't affect you and don't bother me, but Frank Matthews, it bothers me to see it right in the heart of this city. So I tell you this, that the Pelham daughters are still alive. It's 136 of them, and their president is named Ann King. We need to find Ann King, the king of the rebels, and tell him maybe through compromise, Mr. Lundy, you're a compromiser, you know how to negotiate things. Don't make our task hard to get referendum and initiative possibly. I don't know what all the understandings are, how the city wasn't the city and all that, because Ms. Abbott stood against me when I asked for apology from slavery. She said Birmingham wasn't a city, so they can't give it. Well, Birmingham wasn't a city either when during the Civil War, so get that monument out of here. Don't get paranoid. Don't get schizophrenic on me.
Can you wrap it up?
All right, sir, I'm wrapped up. I'm fired up. I'm wrapped up. And all I want to say, thanks for the resolution. Honor those 9 that was dead. And I hope that this mayor can stand like his friend in Memphis who said, get this monument down and take the bodies with him. To take the bodies. So, Mr. Mayor, stand up and be our mayor. Let your bell ring of freedom. Your name ain't Bell for nothing. Amen. Let freedom ring from that place over there.
Your time.
Let that bell ring.
Your time is up.
Let that bell ring.
You don't know nothing about me. You don't know nothing about me.
Let that bell ring. Let that bell ring.
You're out of order.
Stand for it or don't stand.
Frank.
Come up. He called my name. He's supposed to wait for the council to speak.
Mr. Matthews, you out of order.
I'm good.